All right, there's the finished product. Dawson is washing things up, and we're gonna get out of here. And see how we use the tap guns to hold the form on. 4 screws down the side, makes a nice little form. This is a 12 by 12, so we just copied on this side. We had to use the sonotube on that side. All right, so now it's framing next. More lost footage, guys. What we did is we put a 2 by 12 ledger against the building with builder's paper underneath it, and then we're using 2 by 8 joists with joist hangers, crown side up. We pitched the deck. It's approximately 1 inch slope. The deck board's obviously going to run this way. Now we're trying to square up the end of the building here because they chopped the outside corner in vinyl. I wouldn't have done that, but they did. We got to fix that. And then we got to just finish this little one here. We got to run another joist, and then I want to make a box here because right here that comes under the column, and I want more support there. Then we're going to put bridging down the center. This thing's going to be pretty rugged. Dawson's putting the joist hanger nails in. He's using the joist hangers, and then he's joist hanger nails, and then he's using 12 ring shank on the diagonals, and they really hold good. And GRK bolts into the ledgers, and he's going to put more, probably 1 in between every joist. I want them visible for code inspection. And we're going to do a triple beam in the front here for a stair hookup. We're moving right along, aren't we? He's eating a slice of pizza, so we'll show you more. So I'm having him pull these hangers in tight and keep them up flush at the bottom. So go ahead and put one in this side next. Don't do all one side, but get it pulled up in place. And then he's getting the hangers pulled up tight and in, and he's using the ring shank on the diagonal and really suck it up nice and tight. All right, it's getting pretty dark. It doesn't show up in here, but we can't see good, can we? Dawson's got, what do you got left here? One more bracket. We doubled up our ends. We got heavy duty corner angles. So we got a double. We crossed over this one. We got a triple on the front. We got hangers down to our, can you see them here? Hangers to our concrete piers, double on the end, 16 on center, 2 by 8s. And we're gonna finish cleaning up here. Got some Halloween lights next door. So I cut my 4 by 4s, and I believe they're gonna be 40 inches tall from the finished deck. So again, I put a 5/4 on here, and that'll space me out to just clear the vinyl. All right, I did some blocking here. Got my post up against the wall, and we wanted to cover the old railing. Used to go right to the vinyl, no J-block, no nothing, and she wants to cover that up. So I got a sample sleeve here, just a cut off piece. See how that'll slide down, and I had to bump it out a 5/4 board. Now it doesn't rub on the vinyl. And then I should be able to get a cap on there, all right? And then, of course, the decking will be under that with a base. So that should look good. And then over here, I made a solid corner, solid blocking on top of the 2 by 10 onto the footing, so that when we go up, we'll have our column sitting on something here. So I got the blocking in, and a block on each side so that we can trim around. And that's as good as we're going to get. We're going to slide our collar on there, and I just got to do the post for the front. Homeowner wants to sand and paint the round columns, but I still have to build the bases. Might do them at home. And then I got to start working on the post for the stairs. Now because these columns sit way in here, the railing's not out on the edge like I'd like it. It's got to line up centered with the round columns. I think they're 12-inch. And then we got a sidewalk here. It doesn't look centered, but I'm gonna line up the stairs, and then I gotta have posts for that. So I'll have to set a plumb bob from the center down so we can get them plumbed to line up where our posts are gonna go. And I got the blocking in around the post. I got the big base right here. I've got blocking to go around the base so that when we put the Trex on, we've got something to go by on the edges. And I started on the posts here. I got 2 posts to start the stairs. I have to sit back this far because the column is right there and we need the rail to go into the center. The stairs are gonna be 46 wide for the framing, and the overhang is gonna be beyond that, probably 48. So now the posts have to be right here on the inside edge, and because I got to do one at the bottom, and I got blocking around that, and they're pretty rugged and plumb. And then trying to keep busy here for the rest of the day, I got to possibly put a little blocking in there. It depends on where the board's going to end up, and I might better do that in advance. And then over against the house, I'm not sure yet. Usually I wait till I run the boards to see. Sometimes you look out and get a full board against the building. And then we just have to do the stairs. I've got a rise from here to the sidewalk of 39 inches, figuring in the 1-inch Trex. And so we may be able to get like 7 7/8 4-step, 5th being the top here. And I might build the stringers at home. It's a lot to get out here and monkey with. I could probably build them at home, and then I could also picture frame my steps at home, my tread, and I could probably do the ride. I could probably do all that and bring down a finished set of stairs, or bring down the stairs assembled and then put my decking on top. And we're going to take that outlet over there that we're using, and we're going to move it. It was right up here getting rained on, and I want to move it over to here, and that way when the door opens she can reach that better and plug in her Christmas lights, whatever, a radio. And we'll probably staple the water line. That's a water meter gauge wire up, get it off the ground. So I got to bring down some wire staples and probably T50 staple for that. I guess it's coffee break. It's coming together pretty nice. Let me show you the columns. They're out here in the garage. Oh, the door is falling down on me here. Okay, so see the bases were a mitered 2x4 treated, and she doesn't want that, but I think they're in pretty good shape. I might sand them and talk her back into it, because I think it's a good product to be laying on the Trex. And we'll just paint the side, stain it. The columns are in decent shape. They're not the same length. They're like 87 and 80. I'm not sure. They're 1-inch difference, so I got to make sure they go back up on the correct side. And then the bases here are non-treated, and I'm going to have to make these. It's finger joint or tongue and groove rotted boards. I don't know why they didn't run one this way and then one the opposite way, and it wouldn't have split like that. But I'll probably do like a Roman OG, and I'll laminate them together, and I'll probably use some PVC so it'll look nicer than this. I'll leave one set here, take both of these treated with me and clean them up. Well, I probably could just sand them here. She wants to paint some of this while I'm gone, so The tops look pretty decent. I think they're tapered, 8 inches or 9 inches at the top, 12 on the bottom. The tops are in nice shape. And there was no attachment. I jacked it up and they fell out, so I want to attach them. Probably use some trim screws or something. Once they get installed with weight on them, they're not going to move. You see the old railing just butts into it. And we're going to do the same thing. And we're going to use the PVC rail. So I'll show you that as we go. Here's the old deck boards. She wanted to keep them. And then we'll keep moving here. Alright, I got the stringer figured out here. I can use 5 steps. The base will be on the sidewalk, and I can anchor that with a little tap con and a bracket. The back support here, I'll have to use a 2x6 and come up here and give me a bracket support. And then this is going to be lattice enclosure at the bottom. And I got to hunt up some of that. She wants a square like the neighbors over there, and not the diamond pattern. By using, she had 4 steps before and they were all over the place, like 8.5, and I don't know if they were 9, and there was, I don't know, they were all over. And code wants them 8 inches or less, and they're more comfortable. So by using an extra step, we use 5, I can keep it at 7.5, and that's a comfortable step. And then she wanted me to raise it up just a little more, so there's not much step going into the door. So we're going to be actually butting against the vinyl siding, and that's what she wants, that's what she gets. I got these 2 posts in, I got brackets around it, I got support. I do have to cut a couple more here. I'm going to do that, and then I think I'm going to build the stairs at home, bring them down as a unit built. It's easier for me. And I'm getting tired out in the sun today. Good day for a nap. Need lunch. Actually, I brought a chair for lunch and sat here a minute. I could doze off. So I guess I'll have a cup of coffee and finish cutting these braces so that when our trucks comes in, we got support around, and we'll move on here. Okay, I'm packing it up for the day. I'm tired out. So I think I'm pretty much set to do the stairs now. I'm going to build them at home and bring them back. I got to build the post bases. I'm going to do as much as I can at home. Bring it down. It's a lot less stuff to get out here. I hung our mailbox up so she can get a delivery. And we will see you in the next day or so.